Today, we're making a number of changes in relation to restrictions across New South Wales, and we are able to lift these restrictions based on the efforts that people have made right across the state. And I know it's been a very difficult 2 years here in our state. Many people have made enormous sacrifices, but the efforts that have been made in relation to being vaccinated, a 95% vaccination rate, as well as boosters, and Susan Pearce will provide some information in relation to the uptake of boosters in New South Wales. But that's ensured we've had downward pressure on our hospital system. We've said as we've moved through this phase, the key metric for us has been hospitalisations and ICUs. There are very pleasing signs in our hospitals at the moment right across our state. So as a result today, as a result of those substantial efforts that people have made, we'll be easing a range of restrictions across our state. So beginning from tomorrow, the 18th of February, the following adjustments will be made to settings across our state. The 2 square metre density limit will be removed. QR check-ins will only be required for nightclubs and all music festivals with more than 1,000 people. Hospital, aged and disability facilities may use their existing systems that they have in place, and we know there are different measures in those settings, but they will remain in place. Singing and dancing will be permitted at all venues, except music festivals, where singing and dancing will recommence from the 25th of February. And as of tomorrow as well, the recommendation of working from home will change and be returned to the employer's discretion. In addition to that, from next Friday, the 25th of February, the following adjustments will also be made. Masks will only be mandated on public transport, planes and indoors at airports, hospitals, aged and disability care facilities, correction facilities and indoor music festivals with more than 1,000 people. Masks will continue to be encouraged at indoor settings where you cannot be maintained a safe distance from others, and as well as that, customer-facing retail to protect vulnerable people who may need to access these premises and services. The 20,000 person cap on music festivals will also be removed, with singing and dancing permitted. In relation to returning to work, we understand as well that face masks are obviously a substantive impediment for people returning to the office. That change will come in next week, but as of this week, being tomorrow, we'll be removing the requirement to work from home if you can. And here in New South Wales, we'll be working with our public service over the course of the next week as we move to that period of time. And our expectation is that employers across our state will also follow that direction and work very closely with their employees. A lot of that came out of the Sydney Summit that we held last week, but these changes today are measured and proportionate to the circumstance we find ourselves in, and are particularly due, can I say, to the effort of everybody across our state. In addition, can I say today that hotel quarantine for unvaccinated travellers will be reduced from 14 days to 7 days. And Susan Pearce will also provide further information in relation to the return of non-urgent elective surgery. We obviously from the outset brought non-urgent elective surgery back in our regional hospitals, a number of our regional hospitals, and as well as that, in our private system, we've already started working through the return of non-urgent elective surgery in our public system as well, and we will, and Susan will provide further information in relation to that coming back on. And can I say that we go back a few weeks where we were sitting when we brought out those scenarios in terms of our health system and the capacity within our health system, we are tracking incredibly well. As I've said, it does not mean that our health system is not under pressure, but the efforts that people have made over an extended period of time, 2 years now, has ensured that we can be in this position today.